Alright, so I know that polishers on this app hate guys that come on the app and showcase their metal polish. They sand something and I see all the comments, oh, you guys fucking work it so hard so that it shows that it works. Oh, yeah. Well, guess what? I'm going to do that too. Okay, but I'm going to tell you this is a maintainer. You already know that. Some people you don't. This is a maintainer. This is for maintaining already polished aluminum, but it packs power. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a couple tips and tricks. How to sand something at home with sandpaper and take it out with Spitshine. I know you polishers don't want to see it, but guess what? Once again, I don't care. So let's get into it. First off, we're going to start off with a piece of 320 grit sandpaper. Then we're going to start off with, then we're going to end off with an 800 grit piece of sandpaper, a microfiber, and Spitshine. This is DIY polishing projects, stuff you can do at home, things that are achievable by the common man, okay? Anyway, so we got our aluminum baseball bat, all right? So it's got a painted finish. Some of them might have a powder coating. The best way to take this off, honestly, is going to be paint stripper, but I'm going to show you by hand what you can do with sandpaper and Spitshine. So we're going to take our 320. We'll do a spot here with a Raptor. We're going to take our 320 grit sandpaper, and this is going to break down the first layer of paint and get us actually into the aluminum so that we can finish off with the 800 grit sandpaper, because you know that a finer grit of sandpaper, realistically, scientifically, should be easier to take the marks of the 800 grit than 320 grit. That's just what you would think. I mean, you would assume that, right? But you never know. Anything can happen. Anything can change. So we're already starting to break through. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. We're already starting to break through right there into the aluminum. We're going to do a bigger section because I want you guys to really see what it actually can look like and what you can do from home with some simple tools, some simple products. But the most thing that you're going to need is the knowledge. So right now I'm showing you the knowledge. You're just going back and forth with the sandpaper, okay? One direction. Make it nice and smooth. I think we got a big enough spot going here. So there's our spot with 320 grit sandpaper. Now we're going to go over it with 800. So we're going to finish with the finer grit, obviously. It makes sense, right? Higher grit, finer grit, better finish, right? We're going to take our 800 grit sandpaper here. We're just going to give it a good work. Now, when it comes to sanding, you know that your sanding is ready to be polished because it will have a sheen, it will have a shine, it will have a reflection. The more reflective and clear your sanding process is will determine how easy it is to get the sand marks out. It will also determine how nice of a finish you have in the end. So I think we're pretty good here on the 800 grit. I'll just do it one more time in a nice even line. And I think we're ready to polish. So here is the finish with the 800 grit sandpaper. You see how it has a reflection? That means it's going to turn out nice. So that's that. Now we're going to take our Spitshine. Okay. I'm going to put this here so I don't get it all over my table. You just put a little Spitshine on there. You're going to take your rag. You're just going to rub it in, get your rag all soaked up, nice and primed, so it's wet, so it's lubed. And then you're just going to go back and forth. That's all you're going to do. If you can see that, it's actually starting to turn black. That's how you know that you're working with bare aluminum. Sometimes you try to go to work with like an aluminum wheel and it doesn't turn black. That's probably because it has a coating on it. But I mean, look, we're already halfway. Look, you can already see that the shine is coming out there. And we haven't really even rubbed hard, really done much. I'm not breathing heavy. I'm not doing any of that. I'm basically like just a simple back and forth, light pressure. The product should be doing majority of the work because we're creating heat right now. And I think that's good enough. Take a rag. It's more than good enough, obviously. Oh yeah, it's a Spitshine product. It's a King of Bling product. Company, a brand that represents pride, quality, and passion. Pride. Anyways, so yeah, we got her all polished out now. You can see that mirror finish in there, okay? You can see, yes, there is some deep grain marks from obviously when they spun the bat. You'd have to work out work it out more with the sandpaper. But I mean, like, you get the point, right? Like, this is easily done and easily achievable to sand and polish metal, get a good finish with a simple product like Spitshine, some cheap tools. Doesn't take much, and didn't really take much effort rubbing either. So yeah, that's how you do it. Spitshine QMB. Just try XL, works even better. So I think we knocked this one out of the park. What do you think?